It is Super Bowl recap here, Super Bowl Monday here on Keystone and More. For those of you guys who didn't watch the game, the New England Patriots did defeat the LA Rams 13-3 in the Super Bowl, and Brady winning his sixth Super Bowl and is tied with the Pittsburgh Steelers. In some eyes, it was a great Super Bowl, and in others, it was boring, depending on if you're an offensive person or a defensive person. I'm Millan J, along with me, Nick Urkel. Nick, what did you initial thoughts of this game?
So first half, the Pats leave the first half with a 3-0 lead, and I say, okay, you know what? Both teams could be getting off to a little slow, sluggish start. Let's see a high-powered offense second half, right? 20 points each is kind of what I'm expecting in that second half. That obviously did not happen. The Patriots would get a field goal and another touchdown by Sony Michel, that touchdown, and the Rams would get a field goal. So I was kind of just shocked by such a low-scoring Super Bowl with two pretty high offensive teams year long. So I was a little shocked, surprised.
Yeah, in that defense too, that both teams, their defenses have been shaky in the regular season, but both defenses looked great last night. And if I could pick an MVP, it would be the entire New England Patriots defense. The way they played last night, you can't be frustrated by the way this offense, but for the LA Rams played, because this New England defense played perfectly the way they needed to play to win a championship, and that's how what they did. They fixed holes mid-season, and they've locked up every single good player. Goff couldn't get a throw off, mainly because of the pressure by Dante Hightower. But when he did be able to get the throws off, they were just swatted down by Gilmore and Patrick Chung.
Yes, agree. It was a very high defensive game.
Definitely. I just lost my train of thought. So yeah, New England is now tied with the Pittsburgh Steelers with the sixth most Super Bowls in the NFL. Do you agree that Julian Edelman should have won MVP?
No, I do not. I think it should have been Sony Michel. He was the person that got the only touchdown in that ball game, and he had a great game last night against the Rams. If you just saw it, I mean, I'm happy for Sony. He went to Georgia. He's a UGA guy, and I believe this is his first Super Bowl. So good for Sony.
Yeah, good rookie out of UGA. Great game by them last night. Punting, I by Ryan Allen, he was able to pin him back deep, pin the Rams back deep. And like I said, going back to how these two teams played, I told if any of you guys watched the video of the Super Bowl preview, I said this game for the Rams, you're gonna play this two ways if you're on defense. You're either gonna put pressure up on Brady or you're gonna drop back in his zone. They did both, and that's not really what they need to do. Yes, the pressure did work. You see them every time they put pressure up on Brady. That pick in the first drive of the game, and every time he forced an ill-advised pass, a couple of balls that should have been picked. That's what you need to do. But you shouldn't. When you don't blitz, you don't go back to zone, because you see Brady picks apart zones, and that's what you got to do. You got to go man. You got to go up in their faces. They didn't do that at all. And throughout the night, they kept on going zone, and you saw Brady picking up those key third downs with Julian Edelman, with Gronk, occasionally Chris Hogan, but Gronk. When you go zone, you're gonna expose yourself to Gronk and Edelman, and that's the reason why I think Brady was able to get that touchdown. And the defense, they played really well, trying to support their offense, but in a way, New England's defense just played so much better than LA's defense, and that's the reason why New England did get the win.
Yes, I agree.
Definitely here. Now, people have been saying, for a while, they've been saying Tom Brady has been the greatest of all time. They won his sixth, more Super Bowls. He has won more Super Bowls than most franchises in the NFL. He has been the more Super Bowls than almost every single team in the NFL. Do you agree that he is the greatest of all time to ever play the quarterback position?
I think at this point, this sixth Super Bowl, I think he is now. I think he really is. I mean, here's the way I think of it. You Wait, like he is just. I'm trying to think of here. Yeah. Okay. He is just so dominant, and he practices constantly. Something a lot of guys don't do. We know he's the greatest. He knows he's the greatest, but you know what? He keeps fighting. Other people don't do that. I appreciate about him. He's a hard worker. And you know what? He was a seventh round draft pick, and now he's the star of the league, and probably he's not really even the face of the NFL, but he's now probably the greatest player of all time. More Super Bowls than 29 teams or
Yeah,
20. Yeah, no, 30 teams.
30
Sorry.
teams, yeah.
It's 30. Because the Steelers and the Patriots are the only teams that have equal amount of Super Bowls as Tom Brady. And if Tom Brady plays 2 or 3 more years, there's absolutely no reason that he should not be surpassing the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Definitely, yep. I do agree with that. And like I said, I mean, as a Steelers fan, and he's in my division, it pains me to see Brady do so well, especially now we're tied with the most Super Bowls. But you got to respect him. We may not like him as a quarterback, but you got to respect him as a quarterback. The work ethic he puts in. Everyone's pissed off. You saw almost all of America was rooting against Brady. Why? And everyone's like, why is Brady number one? Why did he keep on going back? It goes back to he works hard. Him and Belichick, they outwork every single team. They won't beat you because they're better than you. They will beat you because they work harder than you. They never quit. They don't roll over and die. What the Rams did, they just rolled over and died yesterday. They couldn't get anything going, and they stopped trying. Brady, they found ways to win. And this is why I think Brady is the greatest of all time. Now, he has the Super Bowl rings. Yes, that's good. The Super Bowl rings does count for a point. He has the records, and that does count for a point. But Brady finds ways to win. This was a defensive game that could have gone either way. This could have been both. This could have been the Rams' win or New England's game. But Brady found a way to win this game through this tight defensive game, getting just continuing to penetrate this Rams defense. And this is why no other. I've never seen a quarterback do this. And now he's finally surpassed a lot of big history. And we made history tonight. Last night he did. And this is, I don't think we might see, people said they might not see this forever, but I don't agree with that. I think we might see a quarterback who wins 7 or 8 Super Bowls, but definitely, if he wants to stay in the league for 45, he's 45, there's no excuse that he shouldn't win another Super Bowl and surpass my Pittsburgh Steelers. This is a kid who just works hard. He was an underdog coming out of college, works hard, and his work ethic is just amazing. And his diet's amazing. Everything about him is amazing. And he's definitely... Say again?
I think when you talk about this new Tom Brady that you're saying, I think he's in the league now. And I think he's competing with Tom Brady right now. And I think he's a rookie. And I think he plays in Missouri. Well, not a rookie, but I think he's a second-year player. And I think he plays in Missouri. And I think his name's Patrick Mahomes III. I think he is the next Tom Brady. I know you can't ever compare anybody to Tom Brady. But if we're talking about the next greatest quarterback in our league, it's going to be Patrick Mahomes III. We just saw Jared Goff. He's not it. Carson Wentz hasn't played a playoff game yet. Mitchell Trubisky, no, I don't trust. He's not even close. But Patrick Mahomes III, yes. I think he could be the next Tom Brady. I think he is the next Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that. I mean, primetime games, obviously Mahomes has a long way to go to become a Brady. Not just in the Super Bowl wins, but in the experience level he has. As we saw, he can't win a primetime game for his life, but that'll take time.
He beat the Colts.
He couldn't beat the Seahawks, and he couldn't beat New England. New England, which was at home. The Seahawks, again, that's on the road. But that's like a night game where it actually matters. This was the biggest game of his life. Obviously, the Colts, I mean, finally they beat him, and that's like their first home playoff win in a long time. But it was the Colts.
I feel like you're really underestimating the Colts. The Colts are a very good football team.
They are average. You just don't, when you have this one guy in T.Y. Hilton, I think it was a fluke that they beat the Texans. I think the Texans should have steamrolled them. We all knew that. Yes, Andrew Luck played a great year. Obviously, deserved the comeback player of the year. But I don't think they're as good as most people say they are. Definitely. I mean, yeah, as you look at the QBs that have played with Roger Staubach, Terry Bradshaw, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, these guys were good. Brady has distinguished himself in the as the best. And I've been asked, why do you think Brady is so good? I'm not going to say because he's won 6 Super Bowls. I'm never going to say because he wins Super Bowls. He's won 6 Super Bowls, or the record he has against teams, or the number of records he's broken. I think it's just the way he acts. He's a very humble guy, and the way he acts. He's a team leader. He's not one of the captains. If you notice that, whenever they go out for the coin toss, he's never back there. But we all know he is the captain of this team, and he leads his team. He's the reason why you will never hear him say, "Guys, this game is over." You will see him continue to encourage his team and try to find ways. Even if they don't win, they will always make a comeback and try to win a game.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. We exhausted a lot out of that in just a short amount of time. Do you have anything else to say about this topic?
No, absolutely not. I think that about covers it. It was very bland and pretty basic Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah, it was typical. Unless you're a defensive fan, and this championship also just proves the point that defenses win championships. This was the New England game, New England defense, and that's the reason why they won the championship last night. Because most people say now, most people going back, maybe offenses might win championships with Brady and all that stuff. Brady was able to score a touchdown and 2 field goals, but it would never have happened without the defense of the Patriots. Because with that pick, let's say that pick happened in the first series of games, all momentum went to the Rams. The Rams had no, they should have scored a touchdown. There was no reason why not score a touchdown after getting that, but the defense stood up, said no, that was just not real. We're gonna show you how we actually play defense, and that's just how it was in the game.
Yep.
So that's probably gonna be it. It was a short video, I know. Just wanted to cover both of our opinions on Brady and the Super Bowl. Way too. I know this will be coming out, but it's way too early for next year. Who do you have in the Super Bowl next year?
Not even know. I mean, I don't even know who picked. To be honest, I need to see some rosters and stuff. I have no idea.
See, I have my Super Bowl prediction for next year.
Okay.
Saints and Steelers.
Absolutely fucking crazy, but whatever you want to think.
I think Steelers are gonna get their crap together, and we're gonna win the Super Bowl next year. Okay. I think that'll be it. Look for maybe a midweek. Probably not. No, not a midweek podcast because school for me is starting back up. Definitely a podcast on Sunday. Nick and I will discuss when we will talk about MLB. Probably once spring training has started.
Yeah,
we might do that.
3 podcasts from now.
Yeah, we'll probably do that together maybe. If I come down to Philly, which signs looking good for that. But definitely we will make a podcast on the new stuff that's happened, especially since college basketball. It is getting hefty in the top 25. As a lot of top 25 teams have gone down in the past week. So we'll give you an update on that and NHL. So we'll see you guys next Sunday.
We'll see you all then.